Good morning.
Don't got no heart, I got an icebox. Brand new roller, swipe out the G-Shock. Moving slowly, I know the street hype. No more double, go ahead a detox. Came from the trenches, they ain't showing us no love. Thugging in the city, all we wanted was a hug, yeah. We on the block like every night to catch a buzz. Get the cash and take my family out the hood, that's a must. Was a hood baby with no soldiers. Bad past never left my mind, it's taking over. No, I should've died, that's why it's hard to stay sober. Glad to see the sun, but my heart getting colder. Life's so crazy, what we been through. When you die, the only time that they gon' miss you. Tell my mama no more tears, no more tissue. Ooh, just some hood baby with some issues.
Wow. Are we going to talk about the fact that I nearly got blown away by Storm Franklin on the way to the car? Even when I was putting my trainers on, I was like, the balcony is about to blow away. I was like, is it even safe for me to go outside? And I was like, well, I need to go to the gym. It's Monday. Like, come on, you'll be fine. I put up a story this morning while I was eating my pre-workout jam and toast. Oh no, marmalade and toast because my jam was mouldy. And the caption is just probably one of the truest things I've ever said. Sometimes the only thing that gets me out of bed to work out is the pre-workout snack. What a mood. What a mood. Yeah, so today we are hitting a shreddy workout. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I always start the week with a full body shreddy workout. That's normally what I do. I kind of like to get everything involved, everything moving. I'm definitely slightly delusional and very tired right now. Yeah, so we're going to do a full body strength workout today. So we've got some hip thrusts, bent over rows, lap raises, goblet squats, love that, machine seated row, then a cute little circuit at the end. Gorgeous. I'm not going to film too much of my workout. No, not yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not going to film too much of my workout today because that's not really the point of the video. Today's video is a what I eat in a day hitting a very high level of protein on a meat-free Monday. Just showing you that it is possible to do on a vegetarian diet. I'm also going to do a massive food shop haul with you. I've got my food shop coming at 9, so do need to get a bit of a move on because that only leaves me 1 hour and 50 minutes for the gym, which is more than enough time, but I just get stressed about time constraints sometimes. So I will see you guys in the gym.
Long time had a hustle. Glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through. Hood baby from the struggle. Long time had a hustle. I'm glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through. Pull up in that rain, see me ballin', yeah. 30 piece on my wrist like I'm Harden. Either they love me or I'm a target. Cause the ice on me is flawless. I've been busy and picking up when you callin'. And on purpose, I hate the fact we ain't talking. But anything that you need, dog, I got you, I mean that. All this pressure make it hard not to relapse. Build up aggression, make it hard for me to relax. To the hood, baby, ain't no way that I'ma lead that. My dogs need hoes stepping.
So my food shop has literally just arrived, which was really good timing. What I'm gonna do is unpack, put everything kind of into piles of carbs, proteins, fats, and then talk you through everything that I'm going to be eating this week, what I normally get, things like that. Also, I do want to add, it is obviously a meat-free Monday. Ideally on a meat-free Monday, I would not have meat products arriving. It's weird because I didn't purchase them today. I actually technically purchased them yesterday. Basically, ideally, I wouldn't have a food shop turning up with meat products in it on a meat-free Monday. The whole point is that you kind of reduce your meat consumption. For me, that would include not buying any meat products, which is why I'm saying I did technically buy them yesterday. They just turned up today. But I have been in London all weekend, so I had to have a food shop arrive today. So unfortunately, it just has kind of worked out that way. So it's a little bit annoying, not ideal, but all of the meals today are going to be completely meat-free. But yeah, I'll just unpack everything now. First thing I'm going to go through is this week's carbs. So these are the majority of the carb sources that I'm going to be eating this week. So I have some squares bars. These are so good for pre-workout snacks, even midday snacks. I'm obsessed with square bars. Also, there was this TikTok saying about how if you eat one before you work out, it gives you a really good pump. So worth a try. I have also got some potato waffles. I'm so excited. I haven't had these in ages. They used to be my uni drunk snack, but I was like, why can I not have them now? So I'm going to be having them in some of my breakfast this week instead of bread or toast or anything like that. Then I picked up some carb light wraps. So these were actually from Tesco's that I got earlier. These are so good. They're only 127 calories and They are only 14 grams of carbs per wrap, and they're a really good size as well, like if you can see in comparison to my hand. So for 127 calories, they're really good, because the Missions ones I normally have are like 180, so while my calories kind of go down, these are just an easy little trade. Then I have my favourite bread, which is this like Danish Warburtons. Actually, that's a lie. My favourite bread is obviously going to be like sourdough or something, but my favourite low calorie bread is going to be this like Danish Warburtons. So it's only 62 calories per slice, and they do actually do a wholemeal version, which I did order, but they traded it in for the white one. But I'm not complaining because I do love white bread. Then I just picked up some fusilli for some like pasta salads this week. Then I've got the majority of proteins that I'm going to be having this week. So I have actually got like chicken thighs on the menu as well, but I haven't had a chance to grab those yet. So we've got these corn sausage patties. I'm having these for my breakfast this morning. I'm obsessed with these. I used to have the like normal like Aldi pork sausage ones. These are so low in calories. They're 53 calories each. I think the Aldi ones are like 130 or something, and they're so tasty. Then I've just picked up some salmon, some bacon, some eggs of course, got some jumbo prawns, and then chicken thigh fillets too. Then we have this absolute mountain of vegetables that I picked up for this week. So I pretty much have the same veg like week in, week out. Edamame beans, really good for poke bowls. Avocados I literally have nearly every single day because they're so good for like fats. Just kind of like typical vegetables really. Some 10% broccoli because I put that with absolutely everything. Black beans for like a little chipotle pasta salad that I'm gonna do this week. Sweet corn because I'm just obsessed with it. And yeah, I mean, veg is just pretty boring, isn't it? Then I've just got some sources of like dairy. So we've got obviously the lightest Philadelphia, sweet chili Philadelphia. There will never be a point in my life when I don't have some kind of Philadelphia in my fridge. Then as to do this lighter mozzarella, which is so good because I've just found that like where it's lighter, it's slightly lower in calories. I mean, it just means you can have more grams for the amount of calories, so good for volume. Then you've got some milk because I have a cup of tea every single morning. So that was about 45 to 50 pounds. However, I did purchase a large amount of Diet Coke with this shop. So I picked up this bad boy as well, which cost me like £12. But with the amount of Diet Coke I drink, it's so worth it. Like, I'm so sick of paying £1 for a can every single day when I could get 30 cans for £12. So all in all, for the food, bar like the fabric softener and stuff that I bought, I think you're probably looking about £40 for the whole shop. So I am absolutely starving. I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea, put my shop away, then make myself a nice breakfast bowl. So for meal one today, I'm going to be throwing together like a little veggie breakfast bowl. Going to be using those corn sausage patties that I told you about earlier. These are so easy. You just put them literally in the frying pan. Then I'm going to fry some eggs off, make like an egg scramble. And to always make sure my eggs are like extra protein packed on meat-free days, I add like this Eat Lean cheese in. So you probably would have seen me if you follow me on Instagram talk about this all the time, but it's just a really high protein cheese. Then I'm just gonna fry some tomatoes and mushrooms for a little bit of volume, and then add one piece of this Warburton's. I don't know why I grabbed it like that, it's like a loaf of bread. Then add one piece of this Warburton's low calorie bread. So it's like similar to the one that I just showed you, but this is actually the wholemeal version. So I'm just gonna fry off one piece of that and have that with the little mix. My breakfast bowl is definitely a bit beige looking than I probably would have liked. I wish I had some spinach that I could like cook up, or maybe like if I'd have planned in some avocado, but we've got 3 eggs, 2 of the sausage patties, some tomatoes, mushrooms, and one of those pieces of bread. And I mean, it's still gonna be delicious anyway. So that is my meat-free Monday breakfast done. That breakfast had 35 grams of protein in it, which is really good. Like, to smash off 35 grams of protein before 10 o'clock in the morning is pretty good in my book, so really happy with that. So I don't think this is going to be too much of a chatty video, just because I'm actually filming a chatty video today anyway. So I think it literally is just going to be me taking you through what I eat on a meat-free Monday and how I hit my protein, because I know a lot of people do struggle, and I think it puts some people off like trying meat-free Mondays, or even trying to be like vegetarian or reducing meat consumption because they feel like hitting their protein targets is really, really hard. But it's really not. Like, I think from doing meat-free Mondays, it's definitely opened my eyes to the other sources of protein that are out there, if that makes sense. I will actually, this makes complete sense. I don't know why I was going to skip over this. I will actually kind of speak about why I do meat-free Mondays just while we're sat chilling on the floor. I feel like it's a bit of a mess over here, isn't it? Let me just sort that out. When I say let me sort that out, I just mean let me just move the camera to a different angle so it's not in the way. I need to like do my washing. I feel like where I've been away this weekend, I have a million things to do today. So I have previously gone through periods of being like pescatarian, vegetarian, and even vegan at some points. However, I just personally find them too restrictive on my diet, and when I always say this, when I start to restrict my diet, I don't enjoy it, and then I want to jump off the bandwagon. And trust me, the amount of times I go vegetarian and I wake up with a box of chicken nuggets empty next to me, it just happened too many times. And I was like, look, you've tried it, it's obviously not something that's sustainable for you. However, why don't we look into a way that we can build it into our weekly routine, daily routine, and try and reduce our meat consumption, because that's better than doing nothing. So the reason that I choose to do meat-free Mondays is mainly for the environmental impacts of it for me. So if I will look up the facts in a second, but if you actually reduce your meat consumption literally by 1 day a week, it doesn't have to be a Monday, it's just like meat-free Monday is just like the kind of the campaign for it. But reducing your meat consumption literally by 1 day a week can have such a big effect on like your personal carbon footprint, and therefore like having a really good impact on the environment. So I'm gonna get some of the facts up, because when I read them, I was like gobsmacked that literally by going meat-free for like 1 day a week can have such a good impact. I think everybody should do their part for the environment. I think it's really, really important. And I'm not going to preach on about climate change too much. It's not something that I know enough about to sit here and talk to you guys about. However, I tried to educate myself on the situation as much as possible. And when I was educating myself, I came across Meat Free Mondays, and I thought, wow, this is such a good way that I can really, really try and build in something that is sustainable for me, that is going to have this positive impact on the environment and not really affect my life too much. Like, Meat Free Mondays are such a small portion of my week. I don't miss my meat on that day. Like I said, it's 1 day. It's actually really enjoyable. Like, it's really fun to come up with like new vegetarian meals. I know quite a lot of you like wanted vegetarian meals. I'm sure like a fair few of you watching this will be vegetarian. So it's just good in that way. It kind of like allows me to be a bit more creative, help you guys with like more meal ideas, like I said, if you are vegetarian. So they actually have a Meat Free Monday like impact calculator. So I've just put in that I'm doing Meat Free Mondays once a week for a whole year, and the impact that it has purely by me not eating meat 1 day a week, that's 3 tennis courts of forest saved. Like, I can't even envision how many trees that is, but that's quite a lot. And this is one of my favourite ones. 434 miles of greenhouse gases have been avoided. Just by this 1 day. Maybe reading those numbers doesn't seem that substantial to everyone. However, if you take that and times it by 100, so say 100 people in the world do Meat Free Mondays, that impact is getting bigger and bigger. And I think if everybody just takes like 1 day out of the week to just reduce or completely cut out their meat consumption, then the impacts that it will have will be so, so big. And I just think, yeah, like I said, it's not that much of a difference to anyone's week. So, and it's a really fun thing to like try out. And like I said, I'm not ever going to sit here and preach that everybody should do it or that everybody should go vegetarian or vegan, because I know firsthand that like it's not necessarily that sustainable of a diet for everyone. I definitely try to reduce. However, like I said, it's not going to be for everyone. So yeah, just by doing this 1 day a week, can have such a good impact. So yeah, if anybody is out there like, I've thought about it, but I'm not really sure, hopefully this video can give you some kind of like insight and inspiration into how easy a Meat Free Monday can be. So I will see you guys either for a snack or lunch. It kind of depends whether I'm gonna have my snack before or after lunch, but I'll just decide that in a bit. So it's now 12 and I've definitely decided it's snack time, because I don't know why I thought I was gonna have a snack after lunch. Like, I have my lunch quite late in the day. Like, I normally have my lunch like 2/3. So it's 12 and I'm hungry. So I'm gonna have a pack of the My Protein crisps and a Diet Coke, of course. So these are the snacks of choice. I've definitely like dressed accordingly. These crisps are so good. They taste just like normal pop chips. They're 99 calories and have 11 grams of protein in, which is really, really good. One thing I have actually forgot to do today is take my vitamins. So I'm just gonna take those as well now, and I'll show you guys the ones I'm taking. I did recently do a post on Instagram, but why not? I'm technically eating them. So currently for vitamins, I take a cod liver oil tablet every single day. These are just really good for like your joints and bones, and they're all stuck to the bottom. I don't know about anyone else, but they definitely did like a placebo effect experiment in school where they gave everyone these and told them that they would make them smart. I'm still convinced they do actually do that, so I'm just going to continue to take them.
It was at this moment that he knew. he fucked up.
Guys, it's meat-free Monday. It's a meat-free Monday and I nearly had that. Yeah, it's got fish in it. That's a no. Right. So I do normally take a cod liver oil, but we're not going to be taking that one today. God, do any of these actually have... That's got fish in it. Okay, so the vitamins I'm going to be taking today are a digestion tablet and then a multivitamin gummy because... I can't believe I nearly did that. Did you see my face when I realised? That would have been really annoying. I bet you're all like screaming at the screen like, what is she doing? So multivitamin, which are just good for like topping up your general vitamin levels. Also, these taste so good. It's just like having a little sweet every morning. And then last but not least, just a digestion tablet. I feel like that kind of just explains what it does anyway. But yeah, these are all from My Vitamin. I'll leave a little discount code below because I think that should get you like 55% off. It's lunchtime. So I literally feel like I've been counting down to lunchtime all day today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel like I'm just in a very hungry mood. So basically for lunch, I'm gonna be making like a meatball mozzarella burrito wrap, like packed with some veggies. I've not made this before, but basically I'm gonna put it together. I'm not gonna talk you through it because I'm actually, if I have my life together and I'm being organised like I should be, I normally am, this recipe is actually going to be going up for Meat Free Monday tomorrow. So obviously today is Sunday, tomorrow's Monday, Meat Free Monday. I don't know why I had to explain that to you guys like your 5-year-olds. So these are the ingredients that we're going to be using today. So I'm going to be using these corn Swedish style meatballs. I've had these before, they're really tasty. The live mozzarella that I showed you I got earlier, and then the carb light wraps. And then these are the veggies, some chopped tomatoes, then all my seasoning. I am so annoyed I burnt the wrap, which is just so frustrating because it's just not quite Instagram worthy like that, is it? I just can't put that on. That is so tasty though. I did have to use a different wrap for this one, so like halfway through I was like, there's just way too much volume in the meal to use the smaller carb light wrap. Excuse me, talking with my mouth full. So I did just have to go and grab a Missions wrap, which is fine. It still fits into my daily totals. That wrap had 37 grams of protein in it, which is really good. So we've essentially smashed through over 80 grams of protein already today, which is so good. So I just sat like working away and like, you know, when you suddenly have a flashback, and I remember something that happened in the gym and I filmed it. So I'm going to put the clip in. I was obviously doing box jumps, which I've never done before for the gym. And I failed one so badly. And like, you know, when you try to like, haha, like this is fine, whatever, like carry on. I was so embarrassed. So I feel like literally 100% of this video is just in film like in this little corner today. But basically I'm just gonna cook my dinner up. I'm gonna have like a kind of poke bowl, but I'm using this like kebab meat from which is a really good like veggie alternative. Obviously I think using term poke bowl is completely wrong because it's not. Basically I'm just making sushi rice because I absolutely love sushi rice. And then yeah, I'm gonna have it with that kebab meat. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. And then loads and loads of veggies. It's gonna be like a really high volume meal. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just portion out the sushi rice. I am literally having 25 grams of sushi rice with this, so it's not a very big amount at all, but if I can fit at least some kind of carbs in there, I definitely will. So this is literally the amount of sushi rice that we're going to be having. It's not very much there. It does fluff up quite a lot. So obviously I mentioned this meal is going to be packed out with veggies, so I've got some cherry tomatoes, lettuce, a carrot. I don't know why I need to show you everything because you definitely know what vegetables look like. A cucumber, some sweet corn, and then I'm going to have some avocado as well. So just to show you guys, this is the kebab meat that I'm gonna have. It's, yeah, like I said, from that brand called that must be how you say it. And it's kebab spiced meat. I think it's made from soybean. Yeah, so it's spiced like soybeans. And it's so nice. And guys, this is dinner. So Obviously I was going to add like lettuce and sweet corn as well, but to be honest there's so much of that kebab there and like so much of the other veggies. It's just a bit unnecessary, to be honest. This looks like it will definitely fill me up loads. Right, so I have my mug cake. I'm literally just about to like get into bed and eat it. I'm so excited. So we have to do like a daily roundup. By the way, I didn't actually explain this. It's a My Protein mug cake. I have these every single day, especially on meat-free Mondays, because it's just such a good thing to like have a dessert at the end of the day that includes extra protein as well if you are struggling to hit it. Today's total of protein, we have hit 146 grams of protein, and my normal goal is 148, so to be 2 grams under literally is nothing. So like I said, I hope if you do a meat-free Monday, this does give you a little bit of inspiration. Maybe try one out tomorrow, try one out the week after. Do let me know in the comments if you are going to try one out, and especially if you try any of the meals, not obviously the lunchtime wrap. Apologies about that, still not over it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you next Sunday.